Notice what the Apostle Peter says. He says, of these false teachers that are among you, he says, who will secretly introduce destructive heresies. What is heresy? In one sense, everybody in here has a heresy. For the definition of a heresy is just somebody's opinion. And so everybody has a heresy. They have an opinion about everything. For instance, we could get into a debate this morning about whether or not Pepsi or Coke is better. And I might say that Pepsi is better, and you might say Coke. That's heresy. That's my opinion, and that's your opinion. I might say that Chick-fil-A is better than Popeyes, and you might say, no, Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A. That's a heresy. You have an opinion about Popeyes, and I have an opinion about Chick-fil-A. Those are heresies. So in one sense, a heresy by itself is not an issue. But what the Apostle Peter does is he attaches to the word heresy destructive heresies. These are opinions that destroy people and bring them to eternal ruin. But we're not talking about the trivialities of what soda to drink or what chicken to eat. But we're talking about something that is far weightier, friends. We are talking about issues of eternity. We are talking about people that must stand at some point at the judgment seat of Christ. When we talk about destructive heresies, we are talking about those doctrines that will either usher people into heaven or will drag individuals down into eternal damnation. And Peter says that when the false teacher teaches, what they communicate are heresies that destroy men and women's souls. That they're wrong about Jesus. They're wrong about Jesus. Lord help me. They're wrong about his person. They're wrong about his work. They hear truth. They hear truth and say, I don't see it that way. You tell them about Christ, and they say, me and you just have two differing views. You tell them about the gospel, and they say, well, you have your truth, and I have my truth. And these are matters of eternity.